to Sports Live Media on YouTube. It's you guys, Sports Live, with the NFL-based live stream for Week 8 games, which take place October 22nd through 28th. This will be my perspective. What we'll do in this live stream is we'll go over who is playing within the NFL. We'll go over any pertinent information that I could find regarding like game time or whatnot. I'll go over what the pros think who's going to win the game. And I'll mention what the over-under is. After we've had a chance to go over these games, I will then make my predictions on who I think will win the game and my thought on whether I believe it will be over or under. So let's get into this, shall we? Can y'all hear me out there in YouTube land? All right, for Week 8 NFL games, again, which is taking place October 22nd through 28th of 2025, on Thursday, October 23rd, you have Minnesota versus the Los Angeles Chargers, 7:15 p.m. kickoff, and the pros have the Los Angeles Chargers defeating Minnesota by 2.5 or 3 points, and the over-under is 44.5 or 45. When I mention times for games, it will be in Central Time. For Sunday, October 26, 2025, you have Miami versus Atlanta, noon kickoff. The pros have Atlanta favored to win that game over Miami by 7.5 or 8 points, and the over-under is 45.5. You have the New York Jets versus, that's going to be a noon kickoff. You have, let's see, in that game, you have Cincinnati favored to defeat New York Jets by 6.5 or 7 points. The over-under is 44.5 or 45. You have Cleveland versus New England, which is a noon kickoff. Let's see, New England is favored to win that game by the pros by 7.5 or 8 points. And the over-under is 40.5 or 41. You have the New York Giants versus Philadelphia, noon kickoff. And in that game, Philadelphia is favored to defeat the New York Giants by 7.5 or 8 points. The over-under is 44.5 or 45. Next, you have Buffalo versus Carolina. That's a noon kickoff. Buffalo is favored to win that game over Carolina by 7.5 or 8 points. The over-under is 45.5 or 46. You have Chicago versus Baltimore, which is also a noon kickoff. And you have Baltimore favored to win that game over Chicago by 6.5 or 7 points. Let's see. In the San Francisco-Houston game, I do apologize, but there's no information available on who they feel is going to win the game or the over-under. There's no information on it, and there's a noon kickoff on that one. Then you have Tampa Bay versus New Orleans, which is a 3:05 p.m. kickoff. New Orleans is favored to, I'm sorry, not New Orleans. Tampa Bay is favored to win over New Orleans by 5.5 or 6, and the over-under is 47.5. You have Dallas versus Denver, which is 3:25 kickoff. Denver is favored to beat Dallas by 3.5 or 4 points. The over-under is 49.5 or 50. You have Tennessee versus Indianapolis, 3:25 p.m. kickoff. Indianapolis is favored to defeat Tennessee by 14.5 or 15, and the over-under is 47.5 or 48. You have Green Bay versus Pittsburgh, which, let's see, Green Bay is favored to defeat Pittsburgh by 3.5 or 4 points, and the over-under is 44.5 or 45. For Monday Night Football, and the Green Bay-Pittsburgh game is Sunday Night Football, and that's a 7:20 p.m. kickoff. For Monday Night Football, you have Washington versus Kansas City with a 7:15 p.m. kickoff, and in that game, the pros favor Kansas City to defeat Washington by 10.5 or 11 points, and the over-under is 48.5 or 49. Now, before I go any further, just know Detroit, Las Vegas, the Los Angeles Rams Arizona, Seattle, and Jacksonville all have a bye week this week, which means there's no games scheduled for them this week. So, with the games that I just went over and the information, here are my predictions now. In the Minnesota-Los Angeles Chargers game, I'm going against the pros on that one. I'm picking Minnesota to defeat the Los Angeles Chargers, and I'm going to go over the 45. In the Miami-Atlanta game, I have Atlanta winning that game, and I'm going to go I'm going to go under the 46. For the New York Jets versus Cincinnati, I have Cincinnati winning that game, and I'm going to go over the 45. Cleveland versus New England, I have New England winning that one, and I'm going to go under the 41. I don't think both of them will score a lot of points, and they generally don't. The New York Giants versus Philadelphia, I have Philadelphia winning that one, and I'm going over the 45. Buffalo versus Carolina, I have Buffalo winning that one, and I'm going to go over the 46. You have Baltimore versus Chicago, I have Baltimore winning that game, and I'm going to go under the 51. There is no information on the over-under or the margin of victory with San Francisco or Houston, so I'm just going to pick San Francisco to win that one. And I'll say they'll win it by 3 over Houston. Let's see. You have New Orleans. The pros have Tampa Bay winning over New Orleans, and I'm going against the pros on that one, and I'm going to have New Orleans to win that game, and I'm going over the 48. In the Dallas-Denver game, they have Denver favored to win, the pros do, and I'm going against the pros on that one, and I'm going to have Dallas to win that one, and I'm going over the 50. Let's see. Indianapolis versus Tennessee. I favor Indianapolis to win that one, and I'm going under the 48. Green Bay versus Pittsburgh. I have Green Bay winning that one, and I'm going to go over the 45. In the Washington-Kansas City game, I have Kansas City winning that game, and I'm going to go under the 49, and I honestly don't think it'll be a 10-point game, but I could see it being more realistically a 6 or 7-point game. So, does anybody have any questions or comments regarding that, or do you want to talk NFL football? Anybody? So, what are your thoughts on the coach for Tennessee? I believe he got fired this week. And I don't think he was even expected to be fired this week, but yet he was. Okay, well, I'm so glad that you joined me, Sharon. I appreciate that. This week with the NFL games and stuff, it's kind of cut and dry. There are a few games that I did go against the pros on, but generally most of them I do not. And it also doesn't help that there are there are 6 teams in the NFL that do not have a game. So 6 teams not playing, that would have equated to 3 more games to make predictions on. So yeah, I could see the situation with Tennessee being 6-7. I could see that. I mean, not many people really noticed it. I noticed it, but a lot really didn't. But I haven't had a chance to check this, but I think for next week's NFL stream, since it'll be the end of the month, I'll do a little bit more on the NFL stream next week. We'll look at the standings at the end of the month and continue doing that once a month. And I'm going to look and see if there's any information on hot seat stuff for NFL coaches. Yes, I usually do college football, and I did a college football live stream a little bit earlier today. So, that one's available now, and that you can rewatch and everything. In the college stream that I do, I look at who is in the AP poll top 25. I look at the top 25 matchups. After that, I look at what Vegas is saying the margin of victory is for the point spread, as well as the over-under, and if I agree or disagree with them, I do my best to explain my reasoning. So, hello to you, Sharon. Just to let you know, in the college football live stream, that will be once a week. We will cover college football once a week. All of the live streams, with the exception of one, will take place on Tuesdays. And we will go through the regular season. We'll go through the conference championships. We'll go through the playoffs and the bowl games. And we'll do that weekly till the end of football season, and we'll do that through the semifinals, and then there'll be a special live stream regarding the national championship game for college football. In NFL football, we will continue to do this NFL stream once a week through the regular season. I'm not sure what we're going to do regarding the playoffs yet. I'll figure that out, and I'll let you know as soon as I know. But I know there will also be a special live stream when we do the Super Bowl, or when it's Super Bowl week. So we shall see how that goes. I don't really have much else to say on the NFL unless you do. I'd like to hear your thoughts on certain things. I mean, how good do you think Kansas City is? Do you think Kansas City's really going to win by that many points over Washington? Excuse me. Well, if there's not any other comments or questions and stuff, thank you again for tuning into this broadcast today regarding the NFL picks. I do thank you, each and every one of you, for joining me today. If you will, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, please hit the notification bell so you can be made aware when I'm doing these live streams, when I have sports action videos, when I have sports education videos, when I broadcast live, or when I have breaking news in the sports world. If you do wish to subscribe to the channel, it would be greatly appreciated, and I do thank you for doing that. You can do so in two ways. One, you can go to www.youtube.com, the slash symbol, the at symbol, SPORTSLOV, or you can go on the YouTube search tab and type in Sportslov Media as two words, SPORTSLOV Media, MEDIA. You'll know it's me because I have Sportslov Media burned into a basketball as my avatar. I'm also on Twitter X, and my handle there is at BobAmin16. That is at symbol BOBAMIN 16 on Twitter X. So if there's no questions or comments, thank you for tuning in to this live stream today. We will resume these next week. Now, in a couple weeks, we will move. I think it'll be a couple weeks, yeah. But I'll let you know when it gets closer. There will be one day where we do the live streams on Monday instead of on Tuesday due to the Veterans Day holiday. And I believe I've got somewhere I'm going that day to do some sports action videos, but I don't know yet. So if that's the case, I'll move that stream to Monday. But everything will take place on Tuesday. We may have some additional special live streams later this week. Some sports action and some not, but I will announce those as I know when they become available. So I thank you very much for tuning in today. I hope you all have a great day. Sportslov Media signing out. Thanks and have a wonderful day.